What's up, man? Conscious Snoop back at you again with another video, man. And I'm going to continue my Rules of Racism series. And today's episode is going to talk about the rise of black male effeminization and what my thoughts are on this. And basically, today for more than anything, I see more gay and homosexual stuff on TV, in music, in movies, in everyday life, and it made me just wonder, like, well, what is this? Well, it made me want to explain, rather, it made me want to explain the origins of this behavior and where this behavior comes from. First of all, I want to talk about effeminization. Effeminization is not just partaking in sexual acts, homosexual acts. It's not just about having sex. What effeminization is thinking or having a persona of a woman. And this can be supported by how thugs react and how they kill so quickly. You kill a man because he's disrespected you. So you don't have any self-control. You're reacting off of emotion. Reacting off of emotion is traits of a woman. So behind that hyper masculine persona that you're displaying, you have feminine thoughts and feelings that you're displaying. And this comes from the absence of the black male in the home. We are, 12% of the population, but I think 50% of the prison population. That's no accident. If we don't have a black male in the home, how can the child know what a man is, what a man thinks, what a man looks like, what he talks like? Every time there's been an assertive black man in our culture, he's been killed, sending a subconscious message that if I'm assertive, if I'm aggressive, if I'm in my natural state, I could be harmed. Even when we go back to slavery, the woman, the slave's wife could be raped. We couldn't do anything about it. We had to be passive. If my son was being beat, I couldn't do anything about it because I had to be passive in fear of death. Okay? I think that in today it's really a big epidemic, and people like to say it's a choice, but I don't believe it's a choice. I believe that it's a condition upon us. And this can be supported by, like, you hear black men say sometimes I only like light-skinned women. I don't like dark-skinned women. They think this is how they feel. But we know through the Willie Lynch letter that is something that was conditioned upon us to feel and to think. So when you have little boys watching TV and see men kissing men, they're going to think that's regular behavior. Think about this. How many times have you taken your son or your cousins or whatever to see Spider-Man or any superhero movie, and he think web can come out his arms? What makes you think that if he sees two men kissing, that's not going to be something he tries to do or aims to do? Look at the music. Look at the clothes we're wearing. The clothes are getting tighter and tighter. Look at the people who we put in the limelight. We support Bruce Jenner for his sex change when that's against every form of nature. Biologically speaking, if you have nothing but homosexual activity, there can be no procreation, and that plays right into what white supremacy is, which is, if I can reiterate, the fear of genetic annihilation and the fear of annihilation through the black male. So if we can get all the black males to be passive and to be gay, we don't have to worry about them having babies. If we get them going to jail, we don't have to worry about them having babies. If we can get the women to have a disgust for the black man, maybe the black boy will grow up being more like a woman, not being like his father, quote unquote. So we have to look at all these different things. And, number one, that's not what we did in Africa. Prior to 6,000 years ago, we didn't partake in homosexual activity. That is out of Greco-Roman culture. A lot of the clergies, the military leaders, the rulers were all gay. Examples: Alexander the Great was gay. Caesar Borgia was gay. A lot of the rulers were gay. In Roman Catholicism, the priests don't have sex with women because they are viewed as the devil's maiden. And that can be supported by the Adam and Eve story. When Eve made Adam eat the apple, they think women or the symbolic symbol of Satan. which is why you have so many child molestation cases, because they have a desire to have sex with men. Look at the paintings in Catholic churches. You have little naked baby angels alongside naked men. That's a subconscious homosexual agenda. So I want to let people know that it is not a choice. I mean, that it is a choice, and it is something that can be corrected. I want to end with a verse from the Bible. Proverbs 23:7 says that, so as a man thinketh, so shall he do. So if you make a man to think that he's soft, he'll be soft. If you make a man to think like a woman, he'll act like a woman. If you make a man to think that kissing and having and doing sexual acts with men is normal, he'll do those things. That's how powerful the brain is. So I just want to come with this short video and just explain those things. And I just want to to all those who are questionable, your behavior can be changed. It is not a way of life forever. If you choose to have that activity, you can, but you can come up out of it. This Conscious Nuke, man. I would love to hear people's ideas on what I have to say, and just get at me, man.